Hi, everybody. Welcome to the VirtuallyLost podcast. My name is Julian. I'm here with my good friend Robert. How are you doing, my man?
Doing good, doing good. I noticed you're wearing your Mogul Moves hoodie.
I
Is
am.
it
Because
is it
there's
because of
big
the
news.
news?
There's big news on the Twitch front. Hot
hmm
off the presses. This is just today. This is a couple hours ago.
Yeah.
I think that this announcement was made as of recording this podcast, of course.
hmm
Ludwig, the man, the myth, the legend, is moving to YouTube gaming.
Yeah. The
Pretty
golden
crazy.
boy of Twitch.
The golden boy of Twitch is no longer at Twitch. We bleed
Mhm.
red out here. We bleed red.
It was a pretty good announcement video.
Yeah. No, he was very creative. I mean, like, he always does that kind of stuff where he's like does it in a very creative way. He had a whole skit with slime, the boy slime. I'm surprised Atriac wasn't in it, to be honest with you.
I'm not too surprised. Does Slime even stream?
Yeah, he streams. Just not
okay.
that often. But yeah.
Yeah.
But
That's
yeah,
pretty
it's a huge
interesting.
deal. It's a huge he's talked about it. He made a little vlog about it, about how he's felt that Twitch doesn't really appreciate the work he's done for the platform, and straight up, I think he just said YouTube just offered him way more money. So he was like,
Yeah.
I mean, at some point, it's like
It also
it doesn't make sense to stay on Twitch.
Yeah. YouTube also gave him required him to do less hours and giving him more, so it gives him more free time to do more of the stuff he wants.
Right, which is
'Cause
more
he
of
said-
the content stuff. The more, yeah,
The content, because he said at Twitch he was like just turning on stream playing what the fuck was that game, the pets or the
Super
animal
Pets.
yeah it was just some automation game.
Yeah. Well, just like like actually doing the gaming Twitch setup, the classic gaming Twitch.
Putting in the hours.
Classic XQC or like Shroud or something. But yeah, he's definitely someone who likes to be kind of out there and kind of like change up his content constantly, which is why I watch him still to this day. I think not as much as I used to, but still, I still watch a pretty good amount of Ludwig. So yeah. It's pretty exciting. It's pretty interesting. I think, and we've talked about this before, and you mentioned that he's probably one of the few people that could possibly make the jump successfully. Just because, I mean, a large portion of his audience is already on YouTube. So, yeah, I don't know.
It's him who could do the jump successfully, and I think him being the one to make the jump could make people in the future over.
I mean, like, there's already clips of people talking about that he's probably not going to be the only one,
Yeah.
So it seems like maybe there was a large amount of creators that their contracts were up with Twitch right now. So we could see more in the coming future. Well, it's pretty interesting. But yeah, I do see this as potentially more successful because it's YouTube. It's not. It's not Facebook. It's not Mixer.
Yeah, when Ninja hopped on to Mixer, no one was like, "Yeah, I'm swapping platforms.
I'm swapping a Mixer." Like, no. So I think it's all the puzzle pieces that could possibly make it happen. And I think he's already even built an extension for YouTube to make it as close to Twitch chat as possible.
Yeah.
So just to move people as
seamlessly,
cleanly, seamlessly. So it's pretty cool, pretty exciting news. It's pretty interesting to see what will happen.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. The thing you mentioned that was is true was YouTube doesn't do a great job on showcasing like YouTube gaming or streamers.
Their UI is really bad for discoverability on the streaming portion of the website. So
especially mobile.
Yeah, exactly. Especially on mobile. So that's the only thing that like would worry me if I were him. But who knows? Who knows? Maybe his brand transcends it a little bit or something.
Yeah. Maybe 2022 is the year YouTube gaming pops off in terms of how much they invest into
creators. Because I mean, at the end of the day, like Twitch may not want to think about it, but like really, it is creators that drive. It's not just one creator. It's not like Mixer with the Ninja. It's like if a lot of creators leave, that's when there's going to be an issue for Twitch. If a lot of like the most popular, if a lot of the most popular content creators leave, that's a problem for Twitch.
Yeah, and if and the thing is, like, now that we're seeing more popular content creators moving, when eventually other people's contracts expire, they'll ask now, people on YouTube, the YouTube gaming side, like, how is it? And then so it's a constant process. You got
Yep.
So it'll be interesting to see the upcoming years.
Fun to see. The next year is going to be pretty interesting.
Yeah.
And
then also on YouTube, we had a pop-off video. Not we,
video.
But there was a pop-off video.
Not we. Yeah, we had, instead of 3 views, we had 5. Popped off. We're out here making moves.
Oh, man.
Unless you guys want to watch us on YouTube, we would appreciate it.
Yeah, link in bio.
Link in the description.
Yeah, but the pop-off video for YouTube was the Mr. Beast one.
It was huge. Mr. Beast Squid Game.
Yeah,
I should wear my Halloween costume. I was
the Adidas
Squid Game contestant for Halloween this year.
Yeah,
let me say real quick, best costume idea ever, by the way, because it was super comfy because we went to party and it was super comfy the whole time, and I got to use the clothes afterwards. I got to use them.
Okay,
and I have used them, and I have used them.
I was gonna say, how many times have you used
the jacket and the sweatpants?
Once, I'm assuming.
No, multiple times, because the sweatpants are actually incredibly comfy because they're lined on the inside with felt or whatever. I don't know what you call it, but it's like warm. Yeah, so it's not like a normal sweat where it's like kind of thin most of the time. Like these are like comfy sweats.
Okay,
they're warm sweats. So I used them for like I said last week. I had my what is it called? Wisdom teeth extraction, and I wore that to the surgery because it was so comfy. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah. It does seem like it's getting its use then.
It's getting its use.
I was assuming you were gonna say, I've worn it like once in a month.
The jacket is a little more hard to pair. I will admit that the jacket is a lot harder to pair.
Where was some khaki color for pants?
Khaki? I don't know about that one.
Like a beige kind of color.
Could work.
Yeah, interesting. Just an idea.
We'll see.
Just an idea.
We'll see.
But yeah,
in the future.
How do we get? Oh yeah, Squid Game.
Squid Game.
Yeah.
Squid Game.
The video did 100 million
numbers, and it was good.
Hours.
And it was good. It was a good video for sure.
It was a good parody video.
Yeah.
I mean, it was I say parody, but it was a huge project.
It was basically the actual...
Yeah. It was a huge project though. There's like 3.5 mil.
There's a point where it's like not parody anymore. This is just insane. We did see some parody videos at first, but this is just another level, man. I don't know. My favorite take on the whole Mr. Beast Squid Game was Atrioc when he was like, we would watch this if there was an actual Squid Game on TV, we would watch it. No matter if they were like actually killing people would watch that like a real Squid Game, and it's probably true because
people like the competitives.
Yeah,
I remember we used to have
people were so into it. It's insane.
Maybe something like that could happen again. Because it's
again.
Well, I mean, it gives me vibes of series like this where people are eventually knocked off, like Fear Factor, except different themes. Fear Factor, Wipeout type stuff.
Yeah, it does.
Takeshi's Castle is an old one.
Yeah, yeah. It does seem like a more valid version of that. It was insane.
Yeah, I cracked up at the fact that when they did the glass panels, they had the numbers listed, but they couldn't randomize it, so they just had them written in Korean. Because
so you can read Korean, you're OP in that game.
Yeah, if you could read Korean, you kind of had a killer advantage.
Yeah, truly. Yeah. That's so funny. Also, the plot armor of number 456. Yeah, he actually made it to like the last game, I think.
Yeah, he made it to the last game and got knocked out the most pathetic way. It was musical chairs, and
he broke a rule on musical chairs. Come on,
he sat early.
Dumb. Truly dumb. He could have been the hero. He would have been the fucking main character winning the actual. It would have been poetry.
It would have been scripted. It would have been 100%
It would have been
scripted.
scripted. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I think 67 also made it far too, which was one of the other main characters.
Yeah.
They made it to like the second to last game.
That was actually an interesting thing about it was the marbles one was they kind of based it off of people viewing and seeing who they talk to the most. So then they
they really put all, they put all the, you know, really put the effort into it. It's really really cool. Really
good
cool
video.
project.
I highly recommend watching it.
Yeah,
and also watch the show. The show is really good.
Yeah, the show is really
if you haven't already.
Yeah, most people have, but
yeah.
Gotta put it out there. Gotta hype up the content.
Yeah, I gotta say,
talking about hype, I just bought the tickets for the new Spider-Man movie, which people have been comparing the struggle to get tickets for this movie to the struggle to get tickets to Endgame. That's what I've seen it compared to. I was like watching the reactions of people trying to get the tickets, and it's been like, you know, the same things we've seen for like the PlayStation 5 and stuff like that, where it's like you go to the website, it's like, oops, it's down. So it's like, but that sucks for them because I bought mine 3 hours early at a movie theater. Oh my god! We apparently my friend went to see another movie, and he like was clicking through like the kiosks they have at our local movie theater just to buy tickets. We don't have like, you know, we have the normal ticket sellers or whatever, the normal box office, but then if you go inside, you can like just basically doing it kind of an express line and just kind of I think it's through like Fandango or something, where you can like like reserve tickets and stuff like that. And he went like to the end of like the catalog of movies they had, and it had Spider-Man like a day early, but it said it wasn't going to be available till the next day at 9 p.m. So we're like, okay, cool. We'll just go we'll go eat there and we'll go get our tickets afterwards. And I was assuming that we were going to wait in a long line, that we're you know, we were going to have trouble getting seats all next to each other. There was nobody. Nobody knew you could go 3 hours early to the movie theater because nobody wants to get out of their house anymore. It's brilliant, beautiful. So we were there. We were like, we oh no, what was crazy is that we asked the lady at the box office and like, can we buy our tickets already? And she was like yeah, let me check. And it was like, no, you can't buy them until tomorrow. But we were like, like, you know, because we knew that we saw the fact that we could buy them 3 hours early on the machine.
Yeah.
So we did that. We were like, fuck it, we'll just wait and see, why not? And we go, and it worked, and it printed out our tickets. I was like, hey, you know, we are here, you know. Fuck everybody else. We actually got our tickets. We had the whole like the, you know, because you have to reserve the seat. We had the whole theater available to us, and it was like perfectly like we could just pick whatever we wanted.
Interesting.
It was like, let's fucking go.
Sounds like when an online shop opens and then they give a password for the exclusive access.
Yeah. It was like, dude, all right, let's go. Like even the girls that were working there were like, what, you got it already? Like how? Like, you know, they were about to like jump over the counter and start buying their own, you know what I mean? They were like, you should probably keep the receipt just in case.
Yeah, that is a good idea, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, so it was like, I was like, all right, well, fuck it. I got it like a literal ticket right here. I have it like right here. Like I won't show it because I can show.
That's crazy though. Well, our mall is kind of dead, so it makes sense why there's no one there.
True. Okay, I have to like.
But that's an interesting. I wonder if they do that for every movie.
There you go. This is Spider-Man.
Oh. Damn, 10:15.
Yeah, 10:15.
Oh, comes up the 16th. I mean,
it's after my work. But what's the 16th? What day is the 16th? Is it
I wouldn't be able to tell you.
Let's see, I have my fucking calendar right.
I'm gonna guess so.
Thursday.
Oh shit! Hey, good guess.
Oh, all right, Robert. I'm not sharing my screen. All right.
No, I was gonna hover, but I was like, he's already looking up. I'll just guess. Oh, that's not too bad then.
Yeah. It's after work, so that's good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, that should be a good time.
Yeah.
And then they're also gonna be, I have never watched a movie like on, I think, release date.
Really? Never?
I don't think I have.
I've gone to a few.
I think I've always kind of just gone in like a day, two
A
after.
day afterwards, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know what was crazy? The craziest one I've ever seen in my life that I've gone to was Star Wars: The Force Awakens. Yeah.
Oh.
I went to that one. You know who I saw there? Oh, I can't say his name. I'll know how to. Superman. I saw Superman there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Dang, that's a name I haven't heard of in a while.
Yeah, I saw him dressed up there. We saw each other. It was just crazy because it was full. It was so full. It was like packed, and it was packed for days. It was packed for at least 3 days. It was completely packed for 3 days.
Jesus. Oh yeah, that was Star Wars.
Because I went 3 times that week, that opening week or whatever, to watch it. And it was packed every time I went, like that whole week. It was insane.
Did Force Awakens come after the first of the newish trilogy? Is that when
No, it was the first one of the new trilogy.
Oh, it came out before the new trilogy?
No, it was the first one.
Force Awakens. I'm thinking of what was the spin-off movie?
Oh, you're thinking of Rogue One.
I was thinking of Rogue One. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Force Awakens.
No, it was the Force Awakens. Yeah. It was insane. It was literally just like, I think at some point they stopped letting people like in to get tickets, or like they were like, no, you can't.
Sorry, there's no chance for you.
Yeah, exactly. It was literally like that. And it was everybody was dressed up. Like almost everybody was dressed up.
Dang.
And it was like literally like a midnight. Like I think we were the second showing. We were the second showing, I think. Yeah. It was pretty crazy. And my friends have already planned to dress up for this time too. So I'm gonna need to buy something or do something.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, man, we totally destroyed everybody else. Nobody even had the idea, or like, no one even had the concept. Right? We had the insider information on that.
Yeah, the fucking codes.
we had the cheat codes, honestly.
Man,
we had the cheat codes. It was insane.
It's always fun whenever like something like that, like a little loophole around the system.
Yeah,
works
it was
out.
crazy. Yeah,
it's like, hey, I'll keep that in consideration.
Yeah,
I don't know any movie that that's coming up that I think I'd do that for though. Maybe
wait a whole bunch of time for,
or that like day one.
That you would day one.
Yeah. Maybe Guardians movie. Since I like the Guardians series for the Marvels at least.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not too big of a movie guy, I think.
Yeah, I mean some people aren't. I've always been like, I really like. I've actually been very much into movies like most of my life. Like I grew up watching movies with my parents. That was like one of the things that we would like bond over or whatever. And then like for me, it turned into like a love of like Oscar films and stuff like that. Like I watch the Oscars every year.
Oh wow,
that's like a thing I do personally, and it's always usually around my birthday too. So I like watching it. I find it fun. Like I watch all the Oscar noms or whatever, and I'm like, and I have the ones I cheer for and stuff. Like dude, I was so hyped when Parasite won. That's the one I never expected to win, and it won like everything. I was so hyped that year. What?
I still need to watch it.
Dude, you haven't even watched it yet?
I know. Dude, it's okay. I remember when it came out on Hulu. I retweeted it because I was like, more people should watch this. And that was a year and a half ago, I think, and I still haven't watched it. More people should
watch this, like me.
No, I never said like me, but I said more people should watch this. Let them know that they have the opportunity to watch this, and I just haven't taken probably like 2.5 hours is what I would estimate the movie as to do it.
Even less. It doesn't feel that long.
Oh really? Oh.
Yeah.
I need to watch that. I also need to watch Train to Busan, which I've heard
same
great
here.
things about for such a long time.
And
then I need to watch the eventual American adaptation.
Just to see how bad it is.
I don't know.
But isn't it made by the same people that made the original?
I'm not too sure. I don't know the specifics on it.
I thought it was it wasn't really a remake, but it was like a sequel based in the United States.
Is that what it's supposed to be?
I thought it was supposed to be like, or I don't know if a sequel or a spiritual successor or something.
I gotta say I'm not really too interested in the movie.
Well, yeah, I'm sorry.
Hey man,
Sorry,
it's
my
just
my nerdy side is coming out.
oh no. Feel free. But it's just like I don't know. I think that one. I'd say this is someone who hasn't watched movie, but there's sometimes like some significance behind some shows, and they don't really portray well in adaptations. Death Note.
Well, yeah, but that's an adaptation. I don't think this is like an adaptation. It's just like a
okay
kind of thing. An adaptation is technically like from a book or whatever.
True.
Yeah, that was like speaking of bad adaptation, that was like World War Z or something. Do you remember that?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that was a bad adaptation, a bad movie adaptation. It was a book originally, I think. It completely different plot. Yeah.
Huh. Yeah. I didn't know that.
Yeah. You started talking about zombies and started like thinking about stuff.
Yeah. There's a lot. I wonder, we don't get too many zombie movies anymore.
Not anymore. I think the fad ended in like 2016. Remember?
I think World War Z ended
there was a fad in the early 2010s. That was like all zombie movies from starting with like the, I don't know, no, not starting with, but like the big one was the Walking Dead or whatever.
There was Dawn of the Dead.
Well, yeah, but those are a little older now.
Oh yeah, but yeah. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
I'm talking about the new fad, the recent fad.
Yeah, that was like Walking Dead, and then there's movies about it. There was, World War Z. There was even like the rom-com ones. There was Warm Bodies.
Yeah, I remember Warm Bodies. That was so weird. I remember watching that movie.
I never watched it.
So weird.
But I've never watched it, so I can't say anything on the movie. But it's just like
that movie was so odd, very odd.
Oh, there was it was I'm not gonna remember the name of it. It was a cast of 4 people, and something Land, I think, is
Zombieland.
Was it Zombieland?
Yeah.
Was that a movie?
It had like it had the guy from the Social Network. It was the guy that played Mark Zuck.
I'll assume that's the movie. I'm not too sure. When I hear Zombieland, I think of Zombieland's. Oh yeah, it was Zombieland. Yeah, I think of Zombieland Saga mentally, and I know that's not.
That's not it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I've heard there was a good movie. I haven't watched it, but I've heard it was good.
Yeah, the zombie fad kind of died.
Yeah, it died.
It was a slow bleed out, like similar to The Walking Dead. The crazy
thing, I think Walking Dead is still on air. Like it's still going.
Like new episodes kind of shit? Or are you saying?
Or like it ended very recently.
That's crazy.
Like
when did that show start? That's like a 10. It's like 10
at
years.
At least like 10 year show. I think it started in like 2009. Would be my guess. It's a very 2009
crazy.
Show. Yeah. Dude, the hype. Dude, I remember like there was like watch parties for that. Like everybody I knew had watch parties. It was like, yeah, like every week everybody would just go to somebody's house. Like I went to a couple.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why it wasn't. I mean, I went to the point where like at a point where the show wasn't even good anymore.
Yeah, I think I stopped midway season 3. I think that's Prison.
Probably. I think that's
Prison
probably where it like ended up being stopping.
Yeah,
it overstayed its welcome for sure.
Way too long.
Yeah,
you just way too long on that end. Huh?
I don't know.
But yeah, this week, you said movies was the thing that you put your time into. Mine was definitely games.
And I have heard you have told me some stories.
Yeah, this week I kind of I played a bit more of SMT 5 than I expected to, or Shin Megami Tensei 5. I finally started it. I started it on Wednesday night, like at midnight, and then over the course of 3 days, I put in 45 hours, which
over the course of how many days? Excuse me, say that again.
3 days, I put in 45 hours.
3 days, 45 hours.
Yeah,
Stop.
literally.
How do you survive?
It was not healthy, I will say. The only time I could think of that was like a break, technically from it, was Thanksgiving, and that was a couple hours to eat. That was a reset. That was a reset. No, that was a great time with family and everything. Yeah. But that was, other than that, I was literally playing Shin Megami Tensei 5. And you know,
you're giving your small review. Yeah, I mean, you've played already for like some 45 hours. It's pretty good amount of time.
The thing was, after 45 hours, I didn't stop because I was burnt out or I beat the game. I stopped because I thought I would be finished by then. But because I was like, I'm not too sure how much longer this is. I don't want it to seep into the week and worry. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna stop here.
Yeah. Okay.
And the game, really good. I am actually gonna compare it to Persona, like a game journalist.
What you did? No. I'll just point out you did talk shit about me when I compared it to Persona. So
yeah, get ready.
Back in your court, Kotaku writer.
Yes.
Here.
Hey man, if I get a position, I got you. Opinions writer. For the most part, the mechanics and in terms of the combat system is a lot better. I would say, I'm gonna just compare to Persona right now. Persona, it's very easy. It's very forgiving. You can basically kind of do it on normal difficulty.
Right.
Mentally checked out.
Right.
And I kind of went in with that mentality in Shin Megami Tensei, and got bodied a few times. Yeah, it wasn't even bosses sometimes. Like sometimes we're just like, oh, this enemy kind of looks, or this enemy looks new, and I'll just fight him, and they just completely check me out.
Damn.
And another thing is going into the game. So I would say the combat mechanics really good on Shin Megami Tensei for people who like the gameplay like that. Highly recommend.
Right.
And for people who have come in playing Persona, I'd say you kind of have to separate it. It took me a few hours to actually come in to enjoy the game for what it is, rather than finding the differences between the two. Because, as much as we'll shit on Kotaku authors for just comparing the game to they are made by the same company, and it shows.
Yeah. Of course. There's a lot of parallels for sure.
Yeah. And also,
go ahead.
As another thing is, the other aspect is the story. Because of Persona focusing on bonds and your connections with other people, you naturally care about the cast.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Shin Megami Tensei, that is not the case. I don't give a shit about anyone else except for myself.
About me and me only. All right?
It's me and my decisions so far in this game. Is like where it seemed like there are characters that they get the freaking, when the game starts, they get the intro, name.
Right. They get the name. Yeah.
I'll be honest, there's some of them like, who are you again? I'm sorry, were you in this game? Yeah.
Well, fuck about you or anything that you do.
Yeah. So that's another thing. It's kind of more focus on your character, the setting, and the decisions you will make. It's kind of what it seems like.
Your effect on the world.
Yes. So that's kind of what it is, and it's also more focused on the demon aspect, because
the mechanics of you're talking about the mechanics of maybe capturing them and stuff like that.
Yeah, and, the compendium, all of the demons and angel system is what it is. So it's really good. I hope to finish it before this year ends, and hopefully beat a few other games.
Ooh, before this year ends, that's a good question.
Yeah.
What are some of the other games that you want to finish before 4 years end?
Yeah, we're going in December. We got one more month. The catalog right now, I'll cut one down. It's Persona 5, Catherine, Amori, and maybe Tales.
Tales. Are we talking Tales of Arise?
Yes, because you have been hyping it up.
I'll probably hyping it up.
Catherine and Amori is probably the two that I'll hope to finish by the end of this year.
That's the realistic goal.
Yeah, that's the realistic.
And I think you could, because Amori, I think you could. I think you specifically could beat it in a night. Knowing you could beat that shit in a night. Maybe.
How about you? You got one more month. What are the games?
The games that I realistically think I can beat by the end of this year is Arise and Persona 5 Royal. Persona 5 Royal, just because I've already grinded most of the game, and I'm just kind of about to enter the extra area for Royal. So I think I'm basically there. I don't have much left to grind out. So I think that one I can do maybe in 2 weeks. And then Arise, I really don't know how big Arise is going to be. So that one's a little bit more, I don't know if I actually finish it. But but the fact that I like it so much might make me want to grind more. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
I just really like the combat. It's like really like it's I like it now. I don't know if I'm gonna like it by the end.
Yeah, what
I
kind
don't
of
know if
combat
it's gonna burn me out. I want to see how it's what kind of combat? It's a it's real time. It's real time action. Well, it's not an RTS. It's like a real time
like
RPG?
Final Fantasy 15.
Yes, like Final Fantasy 15.
Okay,
yeah, very similar. I think the whole series, the whole Tale series, is like that, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's really fun. It's really fluid. It's freaking beautiful, actually. I think it's like really nice to look at. And the music is good, and the characters so far are actually pretty decent. I actually kind of like the characters right now, so that's pretty good.
Is it on PS5? Is that what you're playing?
It's on PS5, yeah.
Oh,
it's on PS5, and it might be on PS4. I don't remember. I don't know if it's still on PS4. I don't know.
I'll have to check.
Yeah, but I really like the intro of the game, or like the first section. Like it makes the goal really clear, and it points you in a direction, and it's like just go. Let's go. Let's not waste any time. A lot of RPGs have a problem with the beginning being very slow and like a lot of dialogue, a lot of exposition. But I don't think this game has all that much of that issue. Like it's really like let's get you into it. Let's maybe like a 20 minutes max of that kind of stuff, and usually it's like an hour. So
yeah.
That's pretty good.
I hate that I naturally thought of how Persona 5 started as a game, because it has a great start for the first 5 minutes, and then it goes in like a 3-hour exposition is basically what it feels like. 2 hours.
Because you start off at
you start off at the in the palace.
Right.
It gives you basically a sneak peek.
Yeah, and then you go back to the outside for a good while. Yeah, you do. Yeah,
that's how it draws you in, because it is a longer than normal exposition or beginning phase.
Because I mean, to be fair, they are trying to set up those characters, and that's like the whole really crux of that game is those characters. It's a huge part of the game, so it makes sense. It makes sense.
What other games? I can't even say. I was gonna say DDLC, but that's
DDLC. That's like purposeful.
Thing.
It's purposely trying to do
purposeful.
Yeah. Yeah, it's purposely trying to lull you into thinking it's one type of game.
Yeah.
I think what's it called? Undertale does a good job of it. It gets in the game pretty quick, I'd say. I don't know. Final Fantasy, like we were talking about Final Fantasy 15, or was it 15?
Yeah, 15's
15. I think that gets into the kind of normal trappings of like an RPG, of like, if I remember correctly. Like, I don't
really. I thought it's pretty early on. I know it's pretty early on you get into combat, because isn't it the whole plot of that is someone takes over, because you're the crown prince, I think is what it is. It's been a while since I played.
Yeah, it is. But I think, don't you have like I think there's like a flash forward or something at the beginning, and then you go back?
Oh, yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, that's like their hook or whatever. But then I think it does the same thing that Persona 5 did.
Yeah,
where like it'll give you a little sneak peek, and then
it all comes back to Persona 5.
True, it's the one game. It's the only game that exists.
It's the one game that I know enough about to use as a basis for everything.
I feel real bad if they're actually making Persona 6, because if it's not Persona 5 too, like people are gonna be pissed.
It's
honestly,
I don't know. I think Persona 5 is a great game, probably a top 10. I think that more great games that come out, because the thing is, I think we talked about it before, some people would argue Persona 4 is better than 5.
Yeah.
Because
I think Persona 4, well, I mean, there's some people that Persona 3 is like their favorite.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And then some have 3 as their favorite. And so, that one, I think with their direction in terms of art and mechanics, because that's like one of the selling points of 5 is the stylizing of it. And I think that I think 6, regardless of when it comes out in however many years,
Yeah.
however many spin-offs after.
Let's see what episode of the podcast we're on when it comes out.
Yeah. Episode 31 onwards is just going to be a countdown to Persona 6. Mark the dates, everyone.
Mark the days. Oh man.
And then another game that I was that is coming back from like childhood were the Pokemon remakes for Diamond and Pearl.
Remakes, yes.
Yeah.
Otherwise known to me as My Sims, if anybody remembers that.
You got to explain that one. I cracked up, but
dude. Okay, this is why everybody needs to watch the YouTube, because I'm gonna tell Robert to just paste a picture of put one picture of My Sims and one picture of the new Pokemon games. It wouldn't be it wouldn't be the battle art, but the in-game art, the normal kind of overworld art for the new Pokemon. Was it Brilliant Diamond and I don't know what, Precious Pearl?
Yeah, something along those lines.
I
just
like
say
that.
Diamond and Pearl. That's
Diamond
all
and Pearl.
I'm gonna
The
say.
new remakes of Diamond and Pearl. I think they really go for this chibi kind of anime art style for like the normal overworld art, and it's not to my tastes, but it's to other people's taste, I'm sure.
Are you gonna draw the comparison at least?
Yes, and there it has a very clear resemblance to these games that came out on the Wii a long time ago called My Sims, where it's just this blocky kind of like chibi art style. They look very similar, and I've not seen enough people make this comparison, and I'm angry about it.
I'm hesitant. I don't know. I'm hesitant playing, not because like Diamond and Pearl is probably my favorite gen, or it's either that or the one prior to that, the Hoenn gen. But I am kind of hesitant to play it just because of like the current catalog. I've already got a game, so I don't feel
true.
like
That's another time sink. Pokemon has always been a time sink.
But if I did, I would start out, get Piplup, because that's my favorite starter
Piplup
of all time.
Piplup is baller. I'll give you that.
I know a lot of friends who played this gen that started out with Turtwig though, so it's understandable.
Interesting. No, I think they have a pretty good list of starters for that gen. Who was the fire starter for that gen? Chimchar. See, even that like pretty good.
Yeah, because I went into Infernape, Torterra, and then Empoleon, I believe, are the final gen. All right. Favorite starter in first gen, actually. We'll go through
first gen. Honestly, I'm a basic bitch. I'll go Charizard.
Wait, are you basing this off of their first gen or their final evolution? Because you said Charizard.
Oh, so you're talking about like initial starter, like initial the Charmander.
Still Charmander, Charizard.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Still. Squirtle is a close second though.
Yeah, Squirtle is my favorite. And then second
Gen 2. Still Typhlosion, or is that what the initial one is?
Initial is called Cyndaquil.
Cyndaquil, yeah, for sure.
Cyndaquil
is my boy. Gen 2, the remakes of Gen 2 are my favorite Pokemon game of all time.
Really? And, that's Heart Gold,
Soul Silver. I played Soul Silver. That's the only one they had at Toys R Us the day I went to go buy.
Toys R Us.
Toys R Us. I bought it at Toys R Us. And that was my first Pokemon game.
Damn.
Because I couldn't play it as a kid. So that was my. My parents didn't let me play Pokemon as a kid. So I was like, I think it's like 13. This was the first one that I bought. I bought it myself. So I have a very, very close relationship with Soul Silver, and I love that game so much.
I've never played second gen, or not fully played second gen.
Yeah, I do now. I have like literally all the Pokemon. I have pretty much all the gens. I think I'm just missing Black and White and Black and White 2.
But Black and White and Black and White 2 have good plots.
Yeah. And they're super expensive now.
Really?
They're crazy expensive.
Huh.
It is $100 without the box. Without the box.
For a DS game?
For a DS game. Without the box. It's like $300 with the box. Or no, not 300. It's like 200 something.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. But that's the only reason I don't have them.
Is it all the gens or just those black?
Those two specifically are excessive. I bought Crystal, the old second gen. It's
okay.
It's was it Silver, Gold, and Crystal?
Yeah.
I bought Crystal for like I think $80. Yeah.
Okay. And that's a freaking older game.
That's an older game. So yes, now you're getting into my addiction, my game collecting addiction.
Hey man, I can't judge any spending in this side of the corner.
Yeah,
but we'll keep. I don't want to mention it.
But yeah, I have a love for the Pokemon games. Okay. Third gen. What about what's your second gen?
Also, I'm a Cyndaquil, mostly because I like Quilava, the second gen form.
Yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm. Third gen is who's my third gen?
That is Mudkip, Trico, and third gen. Wait, no. Oh, I'm getting it mixed up. Third gen is the bird, because I believe that's Infernape in third gen. I can't believe I'm getting this mixed up. Wait, am I? Oh my god, I'm blanking on fourth gen.
It's Torchic.
Torchic, yeah.
Trico and Mudkip. Yeah.
Then what's fourth gen fire? Is it? Oh, it's Infernape. It's the monkey.
Yeah.
Chimchar.
Chimchar,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I completely got that mixed up. My goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's definitely still. No, actually, it's Mudkip.
Yeah.
Just for the memes.
Yeah, Mudkip was between Mudkip and Oh wait, no. Third gen Trico. I'm sorry. I completely.
Trico's yours?
Yeah, Trico's my favorite.
We've had a lot of different ones. I'm glad about that. That's we have.
Yeah.
Diverse opinions here on VirtuallyLost.
Also, because I like the second gen, Grovyle was dope. And also because of Grovyle in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, I forget the name of the full title, but Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, something about is like time or darkness, one of the two. I forgot what the name of the title. Yes. One of the two. It has one Age of Darkness, some shit like that. But it was a great game, and Grovyle's the boy.
All right.
Mm-hmm. And then
fourth gen is Piplup. I'm a basic boy on that. Piplup was the boy.
Yeah, Piplup is, and then
I don't remember the fifth gen ones. For X and Y, I remember I liked Greninja, or was I don't remember the original.
Greninja's a starter.
Yeah, Greninja's a starter. It's the water starter it's the evolved version. Yeah, so I think it's like Froakie or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, something like that. For X and Y. And then I didn't play the most recent one. The one before this. What was it called? Sword and Shield?
Sun and Moon? Oh,
I totally forgot. I don't. Yeah. What are the starters for Sun and Moon?
They have Ocelot, I think, or whoever, or that like Oshawott, or whoever the heck the thing is.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I remember.
Rowlet.
Oh wait, that's also like the. Oh wow.
I like
What's the name of the pig? I was gonna say Peppa, but that ain't it. Ain't Peppa Pig.
Yeah. There's no pig. It's
Isn't there like a boar type Pokemon, or am I thinking of a different gen? It was a fire type.
Thinking of a different gen. Yeah, that's a fire.
Okay.
Type. You're thinking of what is it?
Oh my goodness.
Dude, you're thinking of Diamond and Pearl.
No, that's not Diamond and Pearl.
No,
it's not Diamond and Pearl.
It's
it might be is it X and Y?
Yeah. Dude, we're showing how little we know about.
Tepig, yeah. Okay. Yeah. This is about the time when you see a phased out of Pokemon. And also
that's Black and White.
It's Black and White? Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And the reason why 3 and 4 is like debatable for which one's my favorite, I think I enjoyed 3 a lot, but 4 you could actually play like you can connect your DS to a Wii game and you can play against I played against my cousin a lot.
There you go.
On the Wii console. And then also the pageants are actually a really fun system, and not really many people played it, but they're really fun based off what type of Pokemon you was. It was like, cool, and then you could take it at cool pageants. It was a really fun one.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah. Man.
Well, the craziest thing is I actually have Diamond. I think I have the original Diamond. My friend just gave it to me for some reason.
I think
I just
one of
never
mine.
played it.
I think mine went away when I let someone borrow my DS.
That's how it was when we were kids. Like,
yeah,
shit like that just happened.
Every time I let someone borrow like a game or something, it just always ends up broken or gone, just fucking phased out.
Yeah.
I think.
All right. Well, we've been going for a little bit, but do you want to do one last little activity?
Yeah, a little activity because of a certain, a content
anime
creator.
YouTuber.
Yeah,
Anituber. Oh god, that's crazy. That's like 2016 shit. Not even. That was like 2017, 2018 shit. Anitube. Oh my god.
Yeah. Giguk made a list of his top favorite anime recommendations.
The
top
anime
30. Oh yeah, damn. that was the name. Yeah, just gonna quickly go through this list. See how they hold up.
Let's see what we think. Okay, so Robert has seen this. I have not.
I can't say I've seen it. I saw the first 3.
Okay. So wait. What order is this in? Is this from?
I think it's number 1 is the best. The highest rec.
Is that the first one that he has on there? Like, are we starting from?
Yes,
the top,
it's the first. It's starting off from the top.
Should we start from the bottom or whatever, or like?
You want to?
Yeah, like go from lowest to.
All right, bottom.
Yeah, let's start from the bottom.
Okay, number 30. Wait.
So this is like his all-time favorites, his all-time recommended, or like
all-time recommended, not all-time favorites. All-time recommended.
Okay, all-time recommended. So this is like for like a new
someone who's going into anime.
Okay.
30. Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah, basic.
Sounds solid. I've watched up to a certain extent of Full Metal Alchemist to see
never watched
a dog.
I mean,
yeah. So
everybody knows about the dog.
What? Okay, 29 is already a fucking curveball.
Okay.
SSSS Gridman.
SSS Gridman for an initial anime watcher. I mean, because it's not. It's an anime based on like the old kind of like Power Rangers type of cartoons.
Okay, wait. Actually, let me see.
It's a very different anime.
He has a sense at the end. A lot of these are not my personal favorites, but I don't think the general audience are ready for some of the spicy personal picks. Honestly, if you're looking for something new to watch, you can't really go wrong with anything on this list. That is indeed a spicy pick, because I was not expecting to see Gridman on this list.
It's very different. That's my only thing. It's like, it's a very different anime. It's a very like kind of experimental, I guess you could say. I mean, it just pays like heavy homage to like old anime. I haven't seen it, but I mean, from what I've seen of it, yeah.
28, Made in Abyss.
Another like pretty classic pick. It's a recent classic kind of thing.
Yeah, it's one that I'd say actually a lot of people didn't watch.
No,
but the people who have watched it I've only heard
a lot of exactly. Pretty safe.
Welcome to the NHK, number 27. One I've heard of, but never had the opportunity.
I've seen the first couple
to go in depth
episodes.
with. I don't even know what the show's about.
It's a little weird, honestly. At least the first couple episodes that I've seen, it's a little like weird. But I mean, it really gives the feel of like 2000s anime. It's like so clearly a 2000s anime. It's like quintessential 2000s anime.
Quintuplets?
Quintessential?
No, that didn't make it. But you said quintessential.
Good one.
26. I like this one a lot.
Okay.
Ping Pong the Animation.
Interesting. Another one with like a very interesting art style.
A unique one to say the least.
Very, very unique. Yeah. I haven't seen. I'm still. I'm like, in sense of like anime watchers, I'm still like a teenager in anime watching. You know what I mean? Like I haven't reached full mature. I haven't watched like all these like good anime.
I haven't even begun to peak.
Yeah, really haven't. Truly haven't. I'm telling. Oh man. So I'm gonna be in another phase where I do the college thing that I used to do, which was like watch like three whole anime seasons in like a day. I will do that again. There will be a point in my life where I do that again.
Yeah, I don't know.
We're just in an anime lull right now, but like if I watch a couple of good shows, like I want to start binging again. I know myself. I'll do it again.
That's an interesting thing though. You said like when I'm looking at some of this on the list, I think that I kind of went a weird route where I started off with some trashy shows.
I think I did too.
Yeah, I start off with I'm a name drop him. I started off with the Persona 3 movie, which isn't bad, but not a great.
You started off watching anime with that?
I started off watching with that. Angel Beats, which is good. Rosario really Vampire. It's when things start getting a little trashy. And To Lover, which is like pure trash.
That's pure trash. Yeah.
I don't know which one was the first thing I watched. I just know those 4 were like some of the first things. And Data Live, another.
Data Live, actual garbage.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't.
You went to the dumpster. You started.
I started off going through some.
Mine
shit.
were a little bit better. I started off with some pretty basic picks like.
SAO was also in
SAO.
That mix.
Yeah, I started off with SAO. That was my first one. I remember very clearly. And then I watched like Yume Nikki. Yeah, not Yume Nikki.
Okay.
Mirai Nikki. There you go.
Future Diary.
Future Diary. And then I watched like Nichijou was one of the first anime I watched, and that's still like to this day one of my favorites. So I started off with some I'd say some pretty decent anime, and it really got me to keep going. Like I watched so much anime in college, I don't even remember everything I watched. And I also watched trash like Data Live.
Yeah. But the thing is, I started with those, and then I started watching some shows that are generally consensus great.
Right.
And then, but at the same time, I was also starting to go into manga, where I will say I found out Rosario Vampire has a genuinely good manga that is very, and I'm not going to say completely different, but very different from the what the anime took it in its direction. Mm-hmm. So I'd actually recommend it. To Lover, that's the same shit. That's the same series you get in anime to manga.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at this list of like full of like general populace like great shows, and haven't watched a lot of them.
Yeah, same here. Mm-hmm. All right, where were we?
Yeah, 25.
Okay,
Your Lie in April. Haven't watched.
Yeah, that's a great one. That's like I think honestly that's something that I would, if I wanted to show it to like a friend who never watched anime, was like, yo, like like we're not watching it, we're bored or whatever. Let's watch. Like, you want to watch an anime? I would recommend that one for sure.
I think I would use this as after stepping stone. Like I would probably show Koi no Katachi or A Silent Voice, and then if they like it,
and it's also good because it's a movie. It's a one-time sitting. You sit down and watch the whole thing.
Prime.
Yeah, it's a good way to start off with getting someone into like something like that. Would be with like a movie.
Yeah, sure. And then I would transition into like a show like that.
Absolutely.
24, Anohana.
I like Anohana. I think it's a really good show. I mean, it's very similar to Your Lie in April, where it's like the emotional, sad thing. I know you don't like it, and you're a piece of shit for not liking it.
Yeah,
I tell everybody out here he doesn't like it. I don't know. I really don't know why, honestly, because it's a good show. Yeah, I didn't like it. I watched it in entirety. Secret Base, I believe, is the name of the opening or ending song. Really good. And, it's a good show, but it just didn't hit me at all. Because you don't have any emotion.
I can't say that, though, because the Silent Voice hit me.
Yeah,
but, Anohana, just, I don't know. I couldn't, feel any connection to any of these characters. Yeah. To me, it was just like, they going through it. And that was it. It was also the analytical side of me where every time the Menma, I believe is the name of the girl, anytime she interacted with anything, apparently no one noticed. But then the time it becomes pivotal for her to actually show her presence, then it's like, do I let her interact with a pen or something? But like literally throughout the show, you see her interact with blankets or anything. Even times when originally before the show even starts, he's in disbelief that she even exists. You could easily disprove it by showing someone else her interact with like a blanket or something. Stuff she's done before. Right? That's the analytical part of me that I hate. Yeah, I know it doesn't matter, but that's just, I don't know. I can't get through that.
Dude, her talking with her mom and stuff like that.
Oh, that was sad. Yeah, the family arc was actually the best part of that series for me.
I was like,
yeah.
All right.
I think I teared up.
Next anime.
I teared up during 2 parts. Mm-hmm. The song and then the family arc. The
ending got me. The ending got me too.
Yeah. The ending got me when they started playing the song. I was like, oh shit. No, you didn't have to do it.
It's a good song. It's a good song.
23. Haikyuu.
I of all people should have watched Haikyuu.
You played volleyball.
I played volleyball in high school. Me of all people should watch Haikyuu, and I will eventually. I will eventually watch Haikyuu.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I've
been told to watch it for so long, and
I am one of those boys. I played fucking high school volleyball.
Yeah, that's actually surprising. You should.
I
think I was going to try to join volleyball, but it was I think
you could have. I mean, man, they were accepting everybody out there, especially our freshman year. That's when I started playing. They were accepting everybody.
I was already thinking too late. I was already, like, I think I was in junior when I considered joining.
Yeah, maybe you were a little too late.
Yeah. 22. This one, The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya.
That's actually a great anime to get people interested in. It's a quintessential anime for me. It's like
Is the Endless 8 in season 1?
No, season 2.
Okay.
Yeah. No, the first season of Haruhi, it's just like it's just fun. It's just fun. It's not too deep. It's not too like you don't have to think about that much. It was like it has great character development, great interaction between the characters. I liked it a lot. Like that. You haven't seen it yet, and you're getting shit for that. I want you to feel bad for that. That's
interesting.
I'm actually even into the spin-off shows about there's a couple spin-off shows.
Ryokan?
There's one about Yuki Nagato.
Yeah.
Good spin-off manga. I have the manga here too.
Oh, you have the manga?
I have the manga for that spin-off. Because Yuki Nagato is my favorite character from that show.
Gotcha. I remember
kind of a piece of shit, if I'm being honest, but she's funny.
I remember she was like the poster girl for anime for a
minute.
Like when I was
all throughout the
entering
2010s.
Yeah, when I entered in, she was poster girl.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I remember my dark roots of anime. Like when I started watching anime, one of the reasons I end up with such a trash catalog as my beginning shows was because what I was recommended was through anime memes I saw in iFunny, and that is a dark piece of history.
You saw an iFunny?
Yes, iFunny was how I got my first anime recommendations, and somehow I continued with watching anime. Yeah, not a great start. Man. I didn't have friends that watched anime that I knew at the time. Yeah. 21. Log Horizon. I agree.
I kind of got bored because I watched it at the wrong time. I watched it right after SAO, and I shouldn't have because I was already burnt out of the whole what do you call it?
In a game.
Isekai
stuff.
In a game.
Yeah.
I was already kind of over that idea. I should probably go back and watch it. I don't know.
Yeah. Great show. Season 1, great. Season 2, great. But we mentioned on a previous episode, there is an arc that deals with the economy, and some people might not be interested in that. But overall, great show. 20. Mob Psycho.
Probably.
I could easily see that. Yeah, I love Mob Psycho. Season 3's been announced. Waiting for it. That's a
never
show
seen it, but I know I have to watch it eventually.
Well, the season that drops is when I go back into anime, which if either that or whatever drops between that and Chainsaw Man first.
Oh, Chainsaw Man! I want to sim for that show.
I'm hyped for that. Oh, 19. This is the one you got me to watch. Panty and Stocking with Garter Belt.
Good ass show. That's a really good intro too, because it's pretty like American.
That is one you can actually watch the dub or should watch.
Yeah, no, you should watch the dub. Only watch the dub. Are you kidding me? Yeah, if you don't want to read subtitles, watch Panty and Stocking.
Yeah, that one.
It's one where you should watch it in English.
I haven't watched it in Japanese, but the delivery on the English one and a lot of the humor on the English one is just.
Yeah, I think you would lose a lot of the humor if you watched it in Japanese.
Yeah,
you would lose a lot of the humor.
Mm-hmm. Damn, absolutely. That's a show. Season 2 wins. That's a
good show. Season 2
never
is a sad when I see season 2, I'm okay with dying after that.
Oh man. Well, sorry, that's fucking funny.
That's a lie, but
18, Vinland Saga. Heard great things about it.
Heard great things. Same thing. Heard great things. Haven't seen it yet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. 17. My friend would be able to rant about this. 2 of my friends would. The Monogatari series.
Oh, love it.
Oh, that's you were one of the ones I considered.
That was like I've seen a good portion of it. I don't think I've seen the whole series, but I've seen a good portion. I'd say it's like 3/4.
I've watched.
I haven't watched the movies. That's basically what I'm missing. I haven't watched the movies.
I have watched not any of the Monogatari series. I've watched Katana Gatari, made by the same author. That is a completely separate show. It's a great show, but the Monogatari series is iconic.
I don't know why you're talking about it. We're talking about Monogatari.
Man. Okay, if we're gonna talk about Monogatari series, I have to lay a piece of truth. Although it is the most iconic opening, Renai Circulation is probably third, maybe fourth within the openings, quality-wise.
I really like the
Platinum Disco.
Platinum Disco is good. I don't know if Platinum Disco is my favorite, though. I really
Staple is the other one that I love.
I don't really... Staple is okay. I really like... It's not Renai Circulation, but there's an opening that kind of like is the same opening, but kind of like flipped on its head. It's like... I forgot what it's called. Let's see if I can find it.
It's those openings, and then also I heard because I don't watch too much of Monogatari series. There's a math character. I think I don't know if it tutors her, but something about math is what my friend recommended, or what my friend told me. Apparently, that has a good opening or a good season. I need to listen to it again. So you should watch it.
Damn.
It is an experiential show. You have to actually be completely opposite of Panty and Stocking. You have to be completely committed to
the dub,
to the sub,
yeah.
And you also have to have a quick reading capabilities because that shit goes.
That's why I don't know if
I
would recommend Monogatari like to a new person. Yeah, because that's something that it's definitely like you have it's an ability you get from watching anime for like a good. For a little while is that you can start reading the subtitles really quickly,
and you can comprehend what they're saying.
You can comprehend what they're saying, and that's really important for watching Monogatari because
it's
incredibly quick.
True.
It's incredibly witty. I mean, I know that I haven't really watched all of Monogatari just simply because I don't know Japanese. Because like there's so many jokes and so many things that are like lost in translation that I've probably missed a lot of inside jokes or whatever in Monogatari just because I don't speak Japanese.
That's true. Yeah.
So it's a really deep series. It's it's just so much like stuff in it. It's just packed with like content, and it's hard to parse. That's the way of saying it.
16, the halfway mark.
Okay.
Hajime no Ippo. Never watched it. That is the boxing one.
Yeah. I haven't seen it.
Out of the sports ones, for me, ping pong. Although Haikyuu is definitely the one that you'd recommend as a general one.
I'm not as my favorite anime guy. Yeah.
15, Code Geass. Great.
Oh god, I really want to watch it, but I haven't seen it.
Oh yeah, you need it. You need to put the time on some Code Geass.
I need to put time put some time into that, yeah.
Okay. 14, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
I haven't seen it. I'll be honest.
I'm midway. I got burnt out.
All I know about JoJo's is that people are like, don't watch the first couple seasons.
What? Really?
Yeah, they're like, just don't watch the first season. Don't watch the first season. I'm like, okay, don't watch the first 15 episodes of season 2. I'm
gonna be honest. I'm not a fan of. I was a fan more so of the first seasons than the current one that I got burnt out with which was Stardust Crusaders, which is the one that
that's the one most people
love.
Right? Yeah.
Yes, that's the one. I kind of got. I don't know if it's because I was binging all of JoJo. Yeah, I could have just been burnt out, but I genuinely liked the season prior to that. I gotta be
honest with you, there is anime for sure that I have at first been like I'm not feeling this, and I come back like a month later and it's like, this is my shit. This is my shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I kind of checked out when I think the part where I just watched was they fought against an orangutan in a ship, and I think that's when I was like, excuse me,
I'm done.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know what I'm watching anymore.
Yeah.
But that one introduced Arcana, so I was like, oh, Persona, checked in. I know this. The esoteric teratology, I know this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh man.
13, Attack on Titan. I can see this as the first for some people. Yeah. For some people, I can see this as the first.
I mean, this is a lot of people's first. It is a lot of people's
first. Yeah, that's true. High school. Yeah. Late high school. Yeah. No,
for sure.
Third year.
For sure.
Yeah. 12, Gurren Lagann.
I have seen, I think, the first half of Gurren Lagann, the first season. It's really good. It's really good. I think I was burnt out on that kind of show when I watched it, so I didn't finish it.
I watched it. It was good. Got to drill through your problems. And that was kind of the show. Yeah. And then 11, Devilman Crybaby. That is one where I would have to know someone deeply before I'd recommend it to them as a first one.
That's an emotional experience. I watched that whole show in a day. or like in one night when I had to study for a test. Instead of studying for a test, I watched all of Devil May Cry Baby one night, and it was very emotional for me. I don't know.
Yeah, you watched a good show in that kind of situation. I did that in my freshman year also, and I watched Amagi Brilliant Park.
Isn't that just like a slice of life? Like a weird.
It's a slice of life, but the funny thing is that they like all the main characters are based off of hip hop rap names. Because it's Kanye is I believe it's Kenya, I believe his name. Seto is 50 Cent. I forget her last name. And then there's Princess Latifah is Latifa, I believe is the name of the princess in the show. But yeah, they're just joke names off of that. That was the one piece of fun trivia about that show.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a nice show. It got me through the test or in my prep period, my prep phase. Yeah, Devil May Cry Baby.
It's a good show, but it's like I don't know who I'd recommend it to. You know what
I mean? Yeah, I would genuinely have to know that person very well and know that like if they want an impact show on their first watch,
that's an intense impact, for sure. And
not
also really cool. And really cool art style also.
Yes. 10
Mm-hmm.
Black Lagoon. Don't know.
I have heard great things. It does seem like the classic kind of like action anime. So yeah, pretty cool.
Actually, a few of these I don't know. 9 Ganku Tsuo. Ganku Tsuo. I don't know this one. I could be pronouncing it incorrectly.
It's probably the name, honestly. Maybe we do, but it's just the name. Say that. Spell it out.
GANKUTSUOU.
I see it. The Count of Monte Cristo. I think I know.
Oh wait, say the English name. I know that.
The Count of Monte Cristo.
Okay, the Count of Monte Cristo. I've heard good things about that actually.
Yeah, I think I've heard good things about it. Is this made by the same people that made Monogatari?
I think this is Bones. I could be wrong.
Yeah, it looks like Bones.
Yeah, the studio who made this, I believe, is Bones.
Okay, I haven't seen this, or I haven't heard much about it, but it's maybe a sleeper hit. Or I'm just
the Japanese name threw me off. I was gone.
Yeah. Or I'm a total casual, you know. Because I've heard not much about this anime.
Yeah. Next. 8 Monster, another one I don't know about.
Oh, Monster! I've heard great things. I know specifically that Giga has talked about this anime before, about it being one of his favorites. So, that's like a detective show. It gives me a Death Note vibes.
Okay.
Yeah, very much. Yeah.
7 Psychopaths. That one I've heard.
Psychopaths. Interesting.
That one's I haven't heard of in a while.
Yeah, in a while. That's like the one that's like
detective
like,
cop one kind of.
Yeah. Isn't it like that one movie? Isn't it like the cops can tell the future or something like that?
I'm not too sure. I never watched it, but
I don't know.
It's one I actually considered watching. A friend recommended it to me, so maybe I'll take the time to watch it.
Yeah,
I say that.
I've heard good things. So I've heard a lot of good things. I've heard good things about season 1 or something like that, and like it kind of goes off.
6 The Behemoth. One Piece.
Oh god, how can you get into anime with One Piece? That's insane.
You want them to begin and end with a One Piece if you're getting them with that.
That's like the one anime. Like if you watch One Piece, that's the only anime you watch.
Yeah, you committed to One Piece. You're not watching anime. You're watching One Piece.
Yeah, you're a One Piece watcher. You're not an anime watcher.
I have a lot of respect for anyone who watches One Piece.
Oh, yeah,
it takes a different type of beast.
It's a different breed, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Number 5, Bakano.
Bakano.
That was the bomb. Oh wait, no, this is the train. Was this the train one? I think this was the train one or the bomb one.
Yeah, I've heard great things. It has a really good ED. I think. Didn't it have a really good ED?
I don't remember.
I thought it did.
Forget what show this is. But
yeah, I remember Bakano.
But number 4, A Place Far Further Than the Universe.
Oh, it's such a great, honestly, really good. That is a good starter one because it's a really wholesome story. Like, it's so good. I love it. It's sweet. As sugar. That's a really nice show. It's a really feel good. That's like a inspirational too.
Yeah,
it's real good. Yeah, it's solid. It really beautifully animated. Beautifully animated too.
Number 3, Hunter x Hunter.
That's you. That's all you. You take it over.
Yeah. I can't say more than, make sure you're watching the current one, not the old one, because the current one by Madhouse did a great job on adapting everything.
What was it?
Just a phenomenal show.
York New City or whatever. Or what was it?
York New City. Yeah, September 1st, I want to say is the date. I can't remember. It's been a while.
New City.
But such a good show. My goodness. It's like if I were to recommend a shonen show or like it would be this. It's just so great. Solid all throughout.
Solid.
It is a little bit of a commitment though, because it is one of the. It's like 150 episodes, I want to say. Ain't in One Piece level, but it is more than some people can handle.
You're saying a large number that has nothing to do. Like it's nowhere even close to One Piece.
Yeah. Oh, 2. Fate Zero.
I've heard great things. I've seen the first 20 minutes of Fate Zero.
I've heard great things about Fate only. I bought figurines from Fate characters. I have not consumed a single piece of Fate media.
Yeah.
It's
just the thought of Fate.
It's
Fate
the stigma.
Huge, yeah. It is the stigma.
It's the stigma of how do you start Fate?
How do you start Fate? Yeah. I think the consensus has become Fate Zero. I think.
Yeah. It's literally just
unless you want to start with unless you want to do the whole
visual novel.
Yeah, the whole visual
novel. Dude,
that's the hardcore way to start.
Yeah, that's like that's some intense start. I think anything. The way people probably do it is they watch the series, like it, and then they want to go deeper in, which is when they end up going for the visual novels. Because my goodness, Fate is a behemoth of a series that you are literally like straight up got the like the detective wall with all the red pieces of string connecting to each other. That's kind of what it seems like at times.
Yep.
But apparently Fate Zero is the way to start.
And there's a cooking show in there. I know there's a cooking show in there. Yeah.
There's a cooking show that doesn't have it doesn't have Fate in it, but it's in the same universe as Fate. And then there's also, I think it's like Carnival Phantasma is another one. It's
like
another
the
spin-off.
Slice of Life show. There's insane that show.
And then the number 1, Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. I fucking love Neon Genesis Evangelion. It's one of my favorite shows. I watched it very early when I was watching anime. Still to this day, I think Asuka. I go with Asuka, by the way. Asuka's my best girl.
Okay.
Yeah. Even though I think most people would say Rei. I don't know, but
I think
great show. It's a full, complete show. It has the best OP I think of all time, in my opinion. Best OP of all time. Yeah, great show. It's a great way to get in.
It's so solid.
It's so solid. It's such a basic answer, but it's just like it's necessary. It's like at some point that is 90s anime. I think Neon Genesis Evangelion is 90s anime. It was the transition. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like the genesis. It's the genesis of modern anime. Whew. There you go. I think once Genesis came out, once Neon Genesis Evangelion came out, people could take anime seriously. I don't know.
I haven't watched the movies yet.
I have watched all but one. The only thing I haven't watched of Evangelion is the last movie. That's all I have left to watch. It's the last movie.
Yeah.
I kind of don't want to watch it. I don't know. Just so it won't end. I don't know. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I think our episode went a little bit longer.
Yeah, it went a little bit long, but it was fun. I like that.
Yeah.
I like doing stuff like that. That was good.
We actually saw
that's solid content
in this post
for anybody who wants to watch it.
Yeah. Also,
shout out to our bots all the way over there in Brazil. Los amo a todos. Shout out to my people in Germany. We see you. Yeah. We hear you. We love you.
And all the other viewers and throughout the area.
Yeah.
Mr. Worldwide. Mr. 805 till I die.
And everybody here in the 805, you already know. You already know.
Yeah, it's been episode 31.
It's episode 31 of the VirtuallyLost podcast. Go watch our YouTube. Watch on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, whatever.
Whatever.
We're out here.
Google Podcasts. Who uses?
Yeah, we're everywhere. All right.
Yeah. All right.
All right, everybody.